Good morning. Today is December 26, 2022. It's a Monday. And for all the people and the viewers in Commonwealth countries, happy Boxing Day. We have started our day very early today, around 5:50 a.m. because we are in Yosemite National Park. It's about 170 miles from San Francisco, and we are taking a day trip. So by the time we get back to hotel, I'm assuming it would be at least 9 or 9:30 in the evening, and we'll be covering a lot of places today. And the place I'm most excited about is to go to El Capitan, which is a rock formation, and that's my parents enjoying the scenery here. So we are taking a tour. It's a one-day tour, and this is the bus that we are in, along with around 33 people. It's a nice day. It's not chilly. The temperature is in high 50s. And en route to Yosemite National Park, we did stop at Turlock for about 30 minutes, where we got our food and had a coffee break. My parents are having a lot of fun here. They are taking each other's pictures and their pictures together. So which is great. I'm glad they are enjoying this. All right, so I am at the most anticipated place of this trip to Yosemite. What you are seeing in front of me is the rock formation called El Capitan, which is a Spanish word, and in English it means the captain or the chief. So this rock formation is approximately 3,400 feet, and as you can see, it's a magnificent structure, which reminds me of something. There is a documentary called Free Solo. It's about a rock climber, and he climbed this thing without any kind of protection. So no ropes, no protective gear, just using his bare hands, his muscle strength, and some chalk powder. And when I first saw that documentary, I believe in the year 2019, I freaked out. I was panicking that the guy may fall any moment, even though I knew he survived, and that's how the documentary came into place. So that's a really amazing documentary, and I highly recommend watching it. And far ahead of me is my mom. She is getting a picture taken by my dad with a snowman. That's my dad took my mom's picture. I would love to get on the snow, but I'm wearing sneakers and I'm afraid my shoes may get wet, and I don't want to spend the entire day in wet shoes, so I'll just drop that idea. I slightly misspoke earlier. The height of this structure, it's about 3,000 feet, not 3,400 from base to summit. And considering the height of the Yosemite National Park, the total elevation of El Capitan is about 7,500 feet, which is still amazing. So this national park, Yosemite, the total area is about 1170 square mile, and there are many places here to enjoy, and people do come here, do camping, and stay overnight. And there are a lot of hiking trails also, but we are not doing any of that because of the weather, and we still have to go back to San Francisco and do other sightseeing. So maybe at sometime in future I will make a trip just to come to Yosemite and enjoy the nature for an extended period of time. But for now, I have to do away with one day trip, and it is still amazing, and it's still fascinating for me. And I hope you can sense that in my voice, how excited I am to be here. And I have seen El Capitan like so many times in the videos and in the pictures. So now I'm standing in front of it, and that's really fascinating. One more thing I would like to mention about El Capitan, that it is the largest exposed structure in the world, in a sense that if you see, there are no trees or any kind of shrubs or any kind of vegetation growth. So this wall of granite is completely exposed to the elements of the nature, and there is no other structure like this in the world, which is that tall. And Yosemite National Park, all the mountains or the rocks you would see here, they are granite. And something really fascinating which just struck me when I went to Halifax, I went and there I went to Peggy's Cove. And if you have not seen my trip to Maritimes Canada, I recommend you go to the playlist and watch it there. So coming back to the interesting thing came across. So the rocks here in California, right? They are also granite. That's my parents, and the rocks in Halifax in Peggy's Cove, that's also granite. And that's really fascinating because I don't know how to explain that, other than saying that California, which is on the west coast, and Halifax, which is on the east coast, there is the distance between the two places is about 3,800 miles, and the rocks are same. It's really insane, if you think about it. Trees I'm showing you right now, these are also sequoia trees, but these are not giant sequoia because they are not as tall as giant sequoia trees. Area, the groves where the giant sequoia trees are, that areas are closed because of icy roads, but that's all right. And something fascinating about giant sequoia trees is that some of the trees have survived for over 2000 years. And the reason is when the temperature gets too hot, the trees, they excrete some kind of gel or some kind of a liquid which cools them down, and that's why even if there are forest fires, the trees have survived, which is again nothing short of a miracle of the nature. While we are here, let's enjoy the sequoia trees, the redwood trees. All right, so we are still here in the Yosemite National Park, and it's almost 3 p.m. So we are in the park for almost 4 hours now, and this is another viewing point, and it's really majestic. You can see the river, the snow-capped mountains, the sequoia trees, and of course the granite rocks. So the word Yosemite, it means killer, And there is a sad story why it is called Yosemite. The father of national park system here in the US, his name was John Muir, and 3 of his sons unfortunately got killed in this park. So that's why he called this place Yosemite, which means killer. And all the waterfalls and the rivers and any water bodies you see here in the park, they are fed by the glacier water. And our driver was telling that the water tastes really good. I didn't have chance to try the the river water here, but who knows, we still have few hours left. Maybe I may get a chance, maybe I won't. So what I'm going to do now, that I see a waterfall and it's called Cascade Waterfall. It's pretty far and I'm going to zoom in and hopefully I can cover it well on this video. And I'm zooming into the max, which is 10 times the zoom capacity, and it looks really neat on my video, and I hope when you see it you get to see the waterfall clearly. That's a really nice view. I'm glad we took this stop. Man, look at my parents. They're trying to be daredevils. See where they are. They are standing on the rocks. So a lot of the trees you are seeing right now, they are black at the trunk, and the reason is because due to the forest fires in California, which is unfortunately very common, these trees get charred / burned, and some of the dead trees that I came across, they have been dead for over 30 years, which is certainly incredible, because the way I understand is these trees which are dead, they are deep rooted, so that even without any life they are able to sustain themselves in wind, rain and snow. So this is an observation which I had and wanted to share with you. So it's 6 o'clock p.m. PST and we are again in the city of Turlock, and we have taken a 30-minute break to stretch our legs and buy things to eat. As you saw in the video, today has been quite busy and it was certainly tiring, but we had fun going to Yosemite, looking at the waterfalls and El Capitan, which was the highlight, at least for me. So it was great day spent, despite of the fact it was long. So regarding this trip, for 3 people I paid at a rate of 225 USD per person, but it seems like little expensive, but certainly worth it. The reason being, it included the entry fee to the park, as well as the transportation to Yosemite and then returning back, and the driver is a very nice guy. So it was a fun day, and there isn't much left for me to show you. We should be arriving in San Francisco in another 2 hours or so. That's why I thought it's a good idea to sign off here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did like the video, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The channel name, as you know, is Travel to Be Happy, and share the video with other people so that they can enjoy the Yosemite trip. So on that note, I'll sign off. Thank you so much. Stay safe and God bless you. Bye for now.